Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and this is my final Roshambo Heroes video. So that's right, I finished making all the cards for it, Roshambo Heroes, so this is every single card for the game. I showed the battle video, but realized I never made a video showing every single card in the card game, and I thought I would do that because it would be definitely a good way to conclude this. So, in case you guys are wondering, yes, I am going back to Dimension Battles. Now, I never actually stopped making Dimension Battles cards. I'm still making them. There's going to be some new ones that I'm going to be showing you guys soon. Probably a booster pack and then more cards showing. So, if you guys are excited for that, make sure to leave a like to show support. And anyways, here we go. So, the first card we have is the Boxer. There's a rule video that I had uploaded in case you guys are curious. But anyways, yeah, we have the Boxer, who is a bad guy, and he's looking pretty cool. He's like has headgear on, and he's punching, and he's like this stone guy, and looking pretty cool. So this is the Boxer. And next up we have Portal Man. He's a bystander, and basically the entire idea is this guy is surrounded by like energy and like cosmic energy, because basically a portal man, so it's like black hole related stuff all around him. I was gonna make him a bad guy, but then I thought, you know what, his color scheme or his color palette for the outfit looks a little bit more of a neutral color, so that's why I ended up making him a bystander instead of a bad guy. So I think it was a good choice. Next up, we have another villain or another bad guy. We have Spike Dino, and I decided to go more in depth for the background for this card. And basically what I did was I actually added a tree in the background and some rocks. And I wanted him to look like he was a dinosaur, so I made it a little bit mossy in the background. I noticed like the little details in the artwork really help, because with Roshambo Hero specifically, the cards are a lot bigger for the artwork because there's not really text or stats. There's just a little drawing right there if it's rock, paper, or scissors. So I thought, you know what, I can go hog wild now for the design. So I ended up doing way more detail, like adding a little bit of grass in the background, because I realized I could do all this, and like adding more stars and this little effect. It turned out being just something different, and it was pretty fun. Next up, we have Spark Twins, basically just two electric twins. What I ended up doing was I was only going to give one of them a strand of blue hair, and the reason why this weird strand's actually there is because my pencil accidentally slipped and it completely curved like that. You know, sometimes you make mistakes. It's like some inspirational. Anyways, so that my pencil accidentally slipped right there. I was like, oh, darn it, this is horrible. But then I was like, you know what? I could make this like some kind of cool thing, like they have a hair highlight or something. So I drew on her also, so they both have like blue hair strands on it. So it makes them even look like twins. Next up, we have Anti-Villain, a bystander. It's neither a good guy or a bad guy. I drew this on a live stream all the way back in December. An Anti-Villain right here is a bystander. Half of him is gray, half of him is dark gray, so he's like a good guy and a bad guy. Pretty neutral, and it ended up pretty awesome looking. Then we have Predictionist. She's a bad guy, and one of my personal favorite cards for Roshambo Heroes, because it just ended up being so cool looking. Just the way the orb and the effect for the orb just emanating right there just turned out amazing. Maybe I should have drawn a little bit more over the hand, but either way, it turned out really cool looking, and she turned out really nice. In case you guys are wondering, this little thing right there, that's actually a part of her mask, but it could also look like maybe like an elf ear or something like that. I was kind of thinking that like maybe it looks kind of like it could have been, but that's just a part of the mask, just in case you're wondering, because I drew the mask first and then the hair over it, so it kind of just changed up as I was drawing it. Then after that, we have Blacksmith. This was one of the cards that I don't know if I like it that much. It was kind of just drawn really quickly because I was running out of time and I really wanted to make the battle video. So basically, you know, just a blacksmith. I don't know what else there's to say there. But yeah. We have Killer Draft now. This guy looks so hilarious. I was going to draw the little, the darker specks, like the rectangles, all over his entire body, but I decided to only draw it, voice crack, I decided to only draw it on the neck and the face, because I realized, you know what, if I drew it all over the body, it would just look weird when I did that, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to draw it on the neck and the face, and that's what I ended up doing in the end. And I also, if you can tell, my art style is developing over time for drawing superheroes. At the beginning, I drew not as muscular, but then I started drawing a little bit more boxy, like muscles right here is what I kind of got into doing, because I thought I was looking at different superhero comics and just seeing what to do and just adjusting my art style for something different, because usually I draw anime-looking characters, but for these ones, it ended up being more like superheroes because I wanted to go for like just a different art theme. Then we have Warrior in Training. This is one of the earlier ones I made where I said more anime-like. Warrior in Training, just standard warrior guy who's in training. just like the name says. He's a bystander, obviously, because, you know, he doesn't have any specific type, nothing like crazy insane about him, but still a cool looking guy. Then we have Pencil Man, another bad guy. This one's a good one because it's not because it looks super serious or cool, but it just looks hilarious, you know? It's literally just a guy inside of a costume suit for a pencil, and it came out really nice looking. Nothing much to say there, besides the fact that his arms are tucked in there. He's not an armless guy, in case you guys were thinking that, but it turned out nice looking. I think it looked pretty funny. I had tiny little silly arms at first, but then I ended up not doing it, and I ended up just drawing a pencil instead. And it might look innocent, but it's kind of like a pencil ready to like stab or just to attack someone, so it's pretty cool looking. Then we have Slash Edge, a really vicious card. This kind of looks like scars right there, like from battle damage, like he was scratching people, then he got damaged in battle, which is not really what I was thinking when I was making it. It was actually supposed to be a hand design on it. Kind of looked at my own hand to see it, but it's not actually a hand design. That's why I was trying to draw. I was actually trying to draw a hand design, but didn't turn out as cool as I wanted it, so it's okay. It turned out fine in the end, but I really like this card because I used the turquoise right there, which is something I don't do that often, or even draw birds, so it's like a really cool looking bird guy, and it turned out pretty nice. We have Flashlight Man next. This is one of the cards I showed in the first video for this Roshambo Heroes TCG series. For this card, and in case you were wondering, all of these videos right here, besides this one, because this is the last one to conclude it, I pre-recorded these in a week, so I actually hadn't commentated and made one of these videos in a while. But yeah, so these were all made a while ago, and I actually finished making all of them in a week, but I spread apart the uploads so I could get more content out of it, so you guys just aren't bombarded by a whole bunch of uploads all at once. It turned out working out well in the end. And I also added DB in the corner there, because I thought might as well put Dimension Battles, do something different, just so everybody knows it's still made by Dimension Battles, it's not just some random guy, so yeah. We have Cactus Man next, just the prickly person where he has all these thorns all over him, Cactus Man, and he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Cactus Man, pretty sick looking card. I like I said before, putting more emphasis and detail into the background once again, just drawing a sun right there, and it kind of blended in with the blue decently, so it turned out pretty nice. Then we have Elephant Puncher, another one of those cards where I said the drawing like superhero bars was a big challenge, especially this one because I really don't draw fists from the side that often like that. It was definitely something new for me, but it turned out pretty cool, I think, because it was just interesting creating like different angles for fists because it's not something that I usually do. And then also, you guys saw my animation I made. If you haven't, I made a quick animation, like 4 seconds, where I summon a card. Definitely should check that out. And when I'm making it, if you have like a little gap there and you do the paint bucket tool, it'll just color in the entire background, which is a little bit annoying about working like online for drawing. It's like kind of the major difference between, I think I like drawing in real life better, which is probably why I won't make an entire cartoon. But I do have a plan for something similar, so for Dimension Battles, so you guys can look out for that. We have Shelgron, another one. Oh, this is definitely the coolest bad guy, actually. This card right here, I can't... It's crazy how I actually drew this. Sometimes you ever have that if you guys like drawing or making cards or just drawing in general, where you draw something you're surprised by doing it. Well, this bad guy, Shelgron, definitely one of those cards. We have Twin Thunder Man. We're getting to the earlier ones that I originally made. Is a good guy. You've already seen him before, but it's Twin Thunder Man, one of the first earliest ones I showed. Then we have Bomb Wrestler. I showed him, he was introduced in my booster pack. He was a bad guy or a villain. He's really sick looking, just a giant sumo wrestler guy ready to take down his enemies. And last but not least, we have the Magician, which is a bystander right here. It's a pretty ordinary card that turned out good in the end. So here we go. Like I usually say in these videos, this is every single card for my superhero card game. If you guys did end up enjoying these, looking at these cards right here, make sure to comment down which one is your favorite. I always forget to make sure to comment down which one is your favorite. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye guys.